Welcome to another RSR. Today we're reviewing PSG, Paris Saint-Germain 4, Inter Miami CF 0, FIFA Club World Cup 2025, round 16. Miami got owned and somehow didn't allow a goal after the second half. Crazy. Thought it would have got worse. Paris Saint-Germain 4, Inter Miami CF 0, la Mundial de Clubes, octavos de final. Miami eliminado, PSG avanzar de la cuartos de final contra Bayern o Flamengo. PSG will play the winner of Bayern or Flamengo. They advance to the quarterfinals, and pretty much what you would have expected, because, I mean, Jesus, at least them advancing. The score line was a little bit worse than what we would have expected, in my opinion. I said 3-1 PSG during the prediction. It got worse, and it should have been worse than 4-0. Somehow, it wasn't worse than 4-0. Somehow, PSG didn't score the second half. It's like they pulled off the gas pedal, which I guess mercy killing them, but okay. Goals were scored as follows. 6th minute, João Neves, ball crossed into him. He heads it in past Ustadi, diving header in, 1-0, 1-0. 39th minute, João Neves, another goal, ball crossed into him. He taps it in, right in front of the goalie too, 2-0, 2-0. 44th minute, ball crossed in, Tomas Aviles, bodies it in, own goal. Fabian Ruiz was right there, but an own goal by Aviles, 3-0, 3-0. 45 plus 3, Achraf Hakimi takes the shot, bounces off a defender and off the bar, falls back to Hakimi, pops in the rebound. 45 plus 3, 4-0, 4-0. Halftime, 4-0, 4-0, medio tiempo. 4-0, 4-0. Esta noche, 4-0 full time. Miami loses, and honestly, they deserved worse. They deserved to get their ass kicked even worse than what they actually did. PSG was on them all night. Should have been worse. Should have been 5, 6, or 7 for PSG. But no, it wasn't. Messi missed a free kick too, so he didn't even score. That's what I thought would happen. I thought Messi would at least get a goal, even though Miami got their shit rocked. As in my prediction. Less so than the actual game, but either way. Full-time stats, 19 shots to 7, 9 shots on goal to 3, 67% possession to 33% possession, 733 passes to 360, 93% pass accuracy to 85% pass accuracy, 9 fouls to 10, 5 offside to 3, 0 yellow cards to 3, 0 red cards to 0, 7 corners to 3, and PSG have eliminated Miami. So one of the 2 CONCACAF teams that are left have been eliminated. See how Monterrey does to end this round. They play the last game of the round of 16. We'll be live for it and review it. But with that being said, Miami got what they deserved. I can't say much else. They all looked horrible. Weingart looked very horrible. Aviles looked bad. Noah Allen didn't look bad because he barely played. Messi got a free kick. Good for him. They barely had any shots on goal or any shots in the first place. When it comes to Miami, they looked absolutely not even there. Not even there. This game was over and done with after the first goal was scored 6 minutes in. It certainly was over and done with after Miami scored 3 the last, 5 or so minutes of the half? It felt like it. One after the other. 4-0 at the half, it was obviously over and done with. 2-0 was obviously over and done with. PSG were the better team by far. They wanted to make Miami bleed. At least especially when it came to the first half. Second half, they showed mercy for some reason. I don't understand why. They didn't show mercy to other teams they've played recently. Why show mercy to Miami? PSG fans probably over the moon right now, though. Because Messi lost to PSG and they felt like he wronged them. So I'm pretty damn sure PSG fans are over the moon right now. And honestly, for them, they deserve it. They deserve to be over the moon. Because why shouldn't they be over the moon? With that being said, man of the match, João Neves, 2 goals, man of the match. Also, clown of the week, Javier Mascherano. Why? Seattle Sounders actually fought. They lost to PSG, yes, just like you did, but Seattle showed more fight, and they're not as good as Miami, or at least not as glazed as much. But they're still an MLS team, and they showed fight. I guarantee you there's going to be memes on Monday about this game being, hey, you know what? Miami got owned and Seattle didn't. Is Seattle better? Does anyone else think Seattle's better? It's going to happen. And you know what? It's a fair conversation. Seattle didn't get owned like this. No. They fought. I don't care it was at their home stadium. It was PSG. Doesn't matter it was at their home stadium. And Miami wasn't. It doesn't matter. I will say this, though. PSG was of course, the stronger team on both games, but Miami just absolutely got demolished. Simple. And you got to sit there and be like, you know what? Maybe we should have played harder. Like Miami just didn't have it today. They didn't. They crashed back down to earth. That's what they did. They crashed back down to earth because Miami aren't that good defensively. They played a real team for once. And we knew it was impossible for them to win. Like everybody said, yeah, PSG's winning this game. I don't think anybody truly gave Miami a chance. And this is why. PSG moves on, simple as. Everybody saw it coming. Again, man of the match, Neves. PSG had a perfect game. Javier Mascherano's the clown of the week. He won't get fired, but he should. Not because of this, but just because he's a fraud. So, get out! Clown of the week, Javier Mascherano. With that being said, what else can I say? But Miami got their shit rocked. PSG is the champions of Europe and played like it. Seattle somehow looked better as an MLS team versus PSG than Miami did, and Miami's the better team. And here we are. Messi got humiliated, ghosted and got humiliated. The rest of the team got humiliated. Like, what a horrible day for MLS. Like, Miami did their job, but you can't get embarrassed like this and be like, well, they still made out of the group stage. You can't really say that, but it's still an embarrassment. You can't say that it all went perfectly. It didn't. Or they did their job. You can't say that either. With that being said, Miami got owned. They deserved to get owned. It should have been like 7 goals against, but it wasn't, luckily for y'all. And PSG moves on. Simple as. So there you go. If you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell all your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send some chats on live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlist. Share this with your friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you at 2:55 Central, 3:55 Eastern, 3 and 4. 3/4 for the Gold Cup quarterfinal, Canada versus Guatemala. We'll review that once it's over. Put up the video. Then we'll be live for the USA-Costa Rica game. No review for that. And there you go. So 2 more lives, 1 more review. So I'll see you then. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See ya.